You are what you repeatedly do. Excellence is not an event. It is a habit. Aristotle. My friends, each and every day, what do we repeat? We go through these charts. We learn price movement by following the Heikin-Ashi candlesticks and using the real key to making them work for us, which is volume. We use our trend lines, and it's about that simple. And what you end up seeing is the pattern of fear and greed as it moves through the market, as price moves in discernible patterns. Let's jump into these charts. Everything is up for the day. Apparently, the markets across the board really liked Trump's swearing in because, man, look at everything is green. Look at where we are on the S&P 500, up 0.92% for the day. And of course, how important is this? It's important. Why? Well, we had a red spinning top last week that with higher than average volume, an interim low here after 5 weeks of down movement. And now we have things converting over to a green up candle. We'll track throughout the course of the week because, again, there's a lot of exuberance as the shortened week starts. So maybe we'll get to average volume. Maybe we won't. Maybe we'll feel good about this turnaround, but it's looking pretty decent today. As we look at where things are on the Tuesday, because we were closed, of course, for Martin Luther King Day yesterday, the Tuesday candle, we can see that we're right there at average volume. Nice big up candle. And we've been going up in this market with a lot of strength since Wednesday, the 15th. And things just have continued on after those 5 weeks of down movement. Now we go from the S&P to the NASDAQ. NASDAQ's had 3 weeks of sliding down movement, but again, an interim low with higher than average volume, of course. And as we look at where we are this week, things turn around. It's up not as much as the S&P, 0.59% for the day, but a nice green candle. We'll see how the volume continues to move. Latest 2-day candle, decent volume. And of course, the prior 2-day candle was decent volume with the interim low on the 2-day chart and a rotation around. Now, of course, as you guys know, we prefer a red down candle, not a spinning top with a rotation over, and then a green spinning top going up. We don't have that on either one of these charts. So again, we'll watch, let the volume tell us what the real market mood is, if it's just exuberance for a day or two, or if it's continuing. Check out 20-year U.S. government bonds up for the day, 0.89% after 6 weeks of down movement. Interim low this last week with average volume. You see how the volume was increasing the last 4 weeks. We have things rotating over. Maybe we've hit a bottom here in bonds for a while. We had that happen last time. It was only for 2 weeks. And of course, we didn't have volume backing that up, did we? We did not. And the rotation over didn't have the volume showing us an interim top there either. This was just sort of an extension of the down movement. Had 2 weeks of some up movement, and then the down movement continued. Maybe this is a turnaround. We shall wait and see as this shortened week continues. What about gold? Gold a-booming. The biggest up for the day, 1.55%. And of course, we look at the 2-day candles. We can see the last 4 2-day candles have been higher than average volume. This last one also. Look at all the volume last week. And this week, again, shortened trading week, we'll see how the volume goes there. Going into the 3rd week, long on gold with strong up movement. And Bitcoin, boom. Look at Bitcoin. It was sliding sideways for the last 3 weeks after that down week, after, of course, the high mid-December where Bitcoin hit its high of highs. Then we had the pullback week beginning the 23rd of December. And then for the last 3 weeks, spinning tops. Last week almost a doji, but with decent volume the 2 prior weeks. And look at today, just a booming. In fact, Bitcoin has been a booming since last Tuesday morning, the 14th of January. So things are looking good on Bitcoin too. That is where we are, my friends, as we start this shortened trading week after the Martin Luther King holiday here in the States, and these markets are responding quite strong to the Trump swearing in and the new boys back in town. We shall see how this market continues, if this is just exuberance for a day or two, or if we're going to go back to some of the down moves we saw before, or if things are really going to congeal, turn a lot of these markets around, and keep heading up. God bless, my friends. All the best from the whole team at Charting Wealth World Headquarters.